Did you know the profit and loss and balance sheet in AutoCount have useful features that many users never notice? Let's explore the hidden tips together in AutoCount.
Profit and loss report. Profit and loss report to check your 12-month profits. But here you see we don't have a profit and loss report now. So it's because of sometimes we use the new accounting terms. So statement of comprehensive income is also profit and loss. But if you don't like these terms, statement of comprehensive income, you go to tools here, and then you go to option. So over here, you take this, use the new financial reporting standard terms. You just untick and then you apply OK. So now, one more time, you go to GL, you see these terms, you change to profit and loss statement. Okay. A lot of function over here. I want to show you step by step, one by one, all these functions. First of all is the description here. Actually, you can change that. So profit and loss statement from when to when. Actually, you can change that. You can type manually if you don't want to use the formula. System formula is percentage start date and percentage end date. Okay, so if you don't like it, then you can change over here. Okay, so you can change over here. And also during chart of account, I say we can break down into detail and the mother records, the summary one. So like telephone charges, you see this is the summary one. Detail one supposed to show the telephone numbers. If you want to show the detail one, you change the level from 2 to 3 and preview again. So here you can see the detail from 2 level to 3 level, or more detail. Okay, so this one very convenient. You want the summary formats or you want to detail formats up to 20 level. And the third function, let me change the date first. The third function I want to explain is regarding this bottom part. You see, actually got 2 pages. Alright, this one is a very short information we can show in the first page. So if you want to group into one page, you untick this appropriation on new pages. So you preview, the system will group into one single page instead of break down into 2. So, and see the date over here. If you don't like to show the date and printing date, this is the printing date and the username. Okay, over here you want to remove. Of course, this format we cannot customize. Profit and loss we cannot simply customize later, show you wrong information. That's why we provide more function. More function is over here, advanced option. So advanced option over here, you just untick the date and time and the user ID, these 2. So you apply, you preview again, the system will hide the username and the date. Of course, you will ask me a lot of settings, Mr. Law, just now. A lot of settings, I cannot remember all these settings. So I cannot every time to click here, click that, too inconvenient, this AutoCount system. Sorry to say that actually we got this save function. You see here got save criteria. So actually you can save this profit and loss format 1. Let's say you want to change to format 1. So every time you refer to format 1, you just save this criteria. So next time you load to the profit and loss statement, the system already default everything for you. You just preview it. Very convenient. And change the date, of course, okay, to the correct date you want to show. And the last function I want to show you is actually very powerful function in AutoCount. It's called this comparison format. You see month comparison format. This one is very good, especially for management review the account. Management not going to enter the transaction step by step, but management usually they review the account using these formats. We call month comparison. So management will check the margin every month, see whether the margin is matched or not, or a very big difference. So margin is your sales minus your cost. So your cost not possible to jump high and down, up and down. Okay, usually it's flat one. Or if you suddenly jump, then something wrong already. Maybe some transaction is not captured. And also we can see the not captured one is the March. You see depreciation is not ended yet. So every month, January and February already key in the depreciation, but March is not ended yet. And telephone bill also we already enter for January only. February and March is not ended. So this is the way we review. We review the amount fluctuated, we review the percentage fluctuated for our profit and loss. Of course, you can click inside and then see the detail as well. You can see the transaction detail, see whether it's keyed correct or not. But sometimes you key the depreciation for February 2 times, 3 times. So you double click only, you can see the detail. So all these transaction you can double click and then you can show detail and then check the detail inside. This is the logic behind for profit and loss. Of course, you can save as a second format. So this second format is comparison. Next time you want to show which format also can, you just load criteria. I've got 2 formats over here. So you can load which format you more prefer. So or you can take auto load the last criteria, always load last format you prefer. So I think that's all. Only the rest you can read yourself or test yourself all these functions. I just highlight the most important function just now, and I move forward to the next report. Is called balance sheet report. Still remember the balance sheet report, the one to check the account balance or not. So how to check? You see the numbers here. The net current asset must be equal to this retaining the final figure. So this net current asset 106 must be equal to the bottom one. So meaning that this account is balanced. This is called balance sheet. And balance sheet main objective is to check our financial position, meaning that the total asset minus the total liability must be equal to the capital. But this case, we don't have any liability, only got asset. That's why asset here is equal to the profit. And the profit, you see, this capital is 100k, is the investment for the owner. And the profit of this month is 6,400. Where we get this 6,400, you go to profit and loss account. So you see, after preview, you see the final figure is 6,410. You brought forward this amount, we call accumulated, call retain name, we retain over here. And then the value of this business now is increased to 106,410. Okay, so this is a balance sheet account. And setting plus or minus, just now I already explained all the setting, 3 levels, same as profit and loss. And advanced report here, you don't want to show the date and user ID. Okay, so you just input, then the date and time won't show over here. But one thing I want to highlight here, so most of the time if you want to see this month comparison, or let's say this month and last month, so over here actually got 2 formats. You see the date, the balance sheet here is very weird. My asset only negative 290. It's very funny. Okay, but right, my asset I never sell it by this amount. Okay, so and also this month comparison also, if you put 3 months, you will see very funny one. So January is good. January got 8,000, suddenly no more asset. Cash at bank suddenly missing. From 9,000 suddenly becomes 0. Okay, this is because we got 2 formats. Another format is the old calculation format. This old calculation format will show in this way. Okay, show in the final figure of a particular month. But this one sometimes be very hard to see the change. Means sometimes 5 and 2 is almost same, and then 6 and 5 is very hard to detect which one got changed for January to February. If you untick this, we will apply the new format. The new format will very straightforward. We see only this fixed asset got some change. You want to see the detail, you put the 3 level, and this 290 is come from this 3 accumulated depreciation. So no right or wrong, so depends on which format you prefer most. So remember here got option, use old calculation and the new one. That's all.
Do you want to learn more about operating AutoCount? We have several ways to help you. If you want to learn AutoCount system more systematically, we have classroom training, online training, and one-to-one teaching. But if your schedule is packed, you can also choose our e-learning courses. As long as you have time, you can log into our website and learn the AutoCount system at your convenience. But if you are not sure which option suits you best, you can message me privately and I can give you some advice. Thank you, everyone.